Hello and welcome to another edition of Greeley Water Whys. I'm Sean Chambers, Director of Water and Sewer Utilities for the City of Greeley, and today we're going to dig into the how, the what, and the why behind the city's source water system. You may be aware we have a very robust source water system. We have a number of high mountain reservoirs, some lower reservoirs, and we collect water from the snowpack from 4 major river basins. So we want to talk today a little bit about how we deliver water from the mountains through the treatment facility and to the customer's tap. I've got a couple of subject matter experts from our staff joining me today. Adam Jokrist, who's our Deputy Director of Water Resources, and Randy Gustafson, who runs our high mountain reservoirs and raw water system, are both going to share insights on their day-to-day work and how we make service available to the customer in a safe, reliable way. Question number 1. Where does the city's drinking and irrigation water come from?
Greeley has an expansive raw water system, and we intensively manage our water supplies from snowflake to tap. Greeley's water originates in snowpack from 4 watersheds: the Colorado, Laramie, Big Thompson, and Poudre River. We also operate several high mountain reservoirs in the Poudre River Basin and make use of Boyd Lake and Horsetooth Reservoir, which deliver water from the Big Thompson and the Colorado River, respectively. Water from these sources is made possible by water rights. Water rights are private property rights that give Greeley the ability to make use of that water. In addition to our potable water supplies, which are treated at our 2 treatment plants and delivered through over 600 miles of pipe to homes and businesses in Greeley, we also operate a non-potable system. That non-potable system diverts water from the lower Poudre River and stores that water in Poudre ponds and other gravel pits before it is delivered throughout town to irrigate parks, golf courses, cemeteries, and some private properties.
Question number 2. What's required to deliver water to our water treatment facilities all year round?
The main thing you have to understand is how the river reacts during each season and prepare accordingly. The High Mountain Reservoir Division plows into all of our high mountain reservoirs starting the 1st of April, and it takes us approximately 5 to 6 weeks to get into all of our assets so that we can be ready to operate the reservoirs. At that point, runoff starts, we're ready to close reservoirs to start storage and releases as the water starts coming in, and we need to regulate that and monitor it continually. So it's a 7-day-a-week job, and we are watching these reservoirs and filling them up. Greeley's water rights, when we achieve our water rights, we hold point on these reservoirs. We lease a lot of the water out of the reservoirs to ag, and that water is released generally at the end of July through August to the ag communities for their crops. After the water is released, we will start our fall maintenance campaign, which is repairing everything, trying to prep everything, and we can generally work on that until mid-October, sometimes a little later, before the snow starts coming in. And when the snow starts coming in, we're done. The High Mountain Reservoir crew has worked with a lot of partnerships. We have a lot of partnerships with other entities, that including the Forest Service, other water companies, cities, federal agencies, and we work with all of them to ensure the water that is continually flowing down the Poudre and everybody gets the water they need. With the fire coordination, we worked with the Natural Resource Soil Conservation Service, the Forest Service, the Larimer County, entity of Larimer County and City of Fort Collins. And we were able to do mitigation on the fire for our water quality. And this has been a huge issue, and we'll be continuing this for many years. And what it is, protecting Greeley's watershed for its citizens. After the fall campaign, Greeley, many years ago, started a cooperation with the City of Fort Collins, Water Supply and Storage Irrigation Company, and the Forest Service. we established the JOP, which is a Joint Operation Plan. That plan enables us to store water up in the mountains in Barnes Meadow and Chambers Lake through the winter and make releases to the Poudre River to enhance the river flows during the period of time where the flows are low and the flows are low, you can't get adequate water down the river. It will freeze up, it is so cold up there. And we were able to do this in an agreement. Greeley operates the Joint Operation Plan, and we maintain that from the 1st of November until the 1st of April. Continual 10 CFS above the native flow. And the last thing we really do in the winter is also we do snow surveys. We go up from January to April with the state, and we measure the snowpack on specific sites. You weigh the snow. We have the same areas we do every year. We have the same snow. You measure it, weigh it, get the water content out, and then are able to correlate that back on what the previous years have been, and you're able to decide if you are having a having a good runoff, and make plans for your water season as it continues on.
Question 3, what does the city do to protect its source water for current customers and future generations? Source water protection is amongst the most important things that our water utility does for our customers. It ensures that treating our water at the treatment plant and delivering it to the customer is done effectively and efficiently. We engage with partners in source water protection planning up in the watersheds. Some of those partners are federal agencies. And then we monitor water quality coming off the snowpack in the watershed. We're investing in forest health, we're investing in wildfire recovery, and we're making sure that the source water is as clean as possible before it gets to the treatment plant. Then at the treatment step, we're making big investments in treatment technology, ensuring that our facilities are up to date and have adequate capacity for the city's existing and current customers. We also make investments in our water rights portfolio and our water storage assets that ultimately ensure that as the community grows, that we've got adequate capacity in water supply and we've got resiliency in drought years through water and storage. We're building new storage at Chimney Hollow Reservoir near Carter Lake in partner with other municipal agencies, and we're adding Terry Ranch aquifer storage that will be completely drought resilient over the next 20 years. Lastly, we participate in Water Court, and that's a process by which we're protecting our existing water rights from changes to other communities or other agricultural water rights, ensuring that we protect the water rights that serve our community going forward. So there's a variety of things we do to protect our source water, all of them ensuring that we provide safe, reliable water to our citizens and our community. Thank you for joining us on another edition of Greeley Water Whys. I hope it's been enlightening and you've learned a little bit about our source water system and how we deliver great tasting, safe, reliable water to every customer and business tap throughout the city of Greeley, day in and day out, all year round. There's more information available on our source water and our source water system at the city's website, and I hope you'll join us in the future for another edition of Greeley Water Whys.